Greetings, Dan Staniels here. This is helper.im. This is an application that will allow you to run a GPT, ChatGPT query prompt right from your desktop. Apparently, it works for Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. I'm on Windows 10. Let's give it a test. I'm currently running. Version 4. So let's go ahead and show you what it can do. So here is, this is VS Code. And if I want to create a new prompt, my hotkey selection is Alt-X. You can change it to whatever you want, Alt-X. There's the helper. Tell me, I'm using GPT 3.5. You are a Python expert. Write a script that takes user integer and multiplies by 3. That is a silly piece of code, but here it is. We'll see what it can do. And you can see that it is writing it directly into VS Code, and you'll also see that it basically, in order for me to get it to work in this environment, I need to remove all of that. And let's see, I need to remove this right here. Okay, that should work. Let's cancel our move that as well, and file save as. And let's call this test hi, and I'll put it on the desktop for giggles and save. All right, let's see if it works. Alt-Z so we can see the whole code and run. Okay, doesn't like line 1 because that's my line. Let's delete that. Let's delete that, Control S, and try again. Okay, doesn't like all of my comments, so I get rid of that as well because I don't need it right now. And it's still, it doesn't like the formatting. So what do I need to do? I need to fix the formatting. Okay. Control S. Still doesn't like my variable here. Because I have 3 print. Okay, that makes sense. Try one more time. Enter an integer, 3, and our answer should be 9. User input is not defined. Python user input. See, okay, so the code actually, the code is not good. It didn't generate the correct code, and that is no fault necessarily of helper. It's more of a maybe my poor prompting or GPT-3 not knowing what I wanted exactly. I should get 9, and there's the answer. So a little bit of debugging there. Not a great example for the helper, but let's go ahead and try helper in another environment, which is technically it should work in a new document. So let's Alt-X. write a letter congratulating developer of helper AI. All right, and there we go. Now, theoretically, it should load it into this document, but you can see that it doesn't. And I've noticed this before. It doesn't work very well with Google Docs. Let's try with Gmail. Okay, here is a Gmail environment. All right, so you see the cursor is flashing. So write a thank you letter for a birthday gift. And it didn't work there either. So that's not good. We do know that it will work in Notepad. Let's try that. Now we get the cursor started, alt X, and this is something that bothers me quite a bit, is that there is no history. So I can't pull open the history. Arrow up and arrow down doesn't show my history, which is a bummer. So I have to rewrite it again. Write thank you letter to the universe. And hopefully it'll work this time. All right, so there it goes. So Notepad will work, but Gmail does not work, and neither does Google Docs. This is helper. This is helper.im. It's a great idea, and I see Linux operating system and I certainly see some of the smaller distros of Linux incorporating some sort of AI, large language models, directly in the operating systems very soon. Helper is cool, but it obviously has some issues that the developer has been very active in fixing. And I recommend you check out the Discord channel, where you'll find more about what's going on. All right, big thanks out to Warren, the developer, and happy computing.